And so what do I want to talk about? Now, Stone Ape theory is pretty cool, called Psychedelics, Sociality, and Human Evolution. Published, or the authors are Jose Manuel Rodríguez Arce and Michael James Winkelman. We present interdisciplinary evidence for a model of psychedelic instrumentalization focused on 4 interrelated instrumentalization goals: management of psychological distress and treatment of health problems, enhanced social interaction and interpersonal relationships, facilitation of collective ritual and religious activities, and enhanced group making decisions. What's up, wild? Imagine the first sentient mushroom to go cannibal and get so high he meets Shroom God. Oh, now that's a good question. We're playing as sentient mushrooms right now in Stellaris, and if one of these guys is a cannibal, do they get uber high? That's a good question. It's the whole point of this is I'm playing Stellaris, and Stellaris takes forever to get stuff done, right? You just wait and wait. So you may as well learn about some cool theories, some cool scientific theories while you're playing, right? Typical psychedelics such as psilocybin and lysergic acid dithylamide, which is LSD, modify fundamental brain processes that normally serve to constrain neural systems central to perception, emotion, cognition, and sense of self. It is well established that such effects are generated primarily by the interaction of these substances with serotonin. With the serotonin system, binding 5-HT2A receptor as partial agonist, psychedelic stimulation. It just kind of talks about how psychedelics affect the brain chemically and I guess physically. But I do want to point out that it kind of mentioned psilocybin and LSD, and all of our ships may or may not have the prefix LSD. So now that we know kind of how these psychedelics are affecting the brain and how they affect chemically, we want to talk about how the present paper suggests that these and other psychopharmacological properties of psilocybin could have had direct effects on the adaptation of early humans to their environment by enhancing their ability to live in highly social cooperative communities and participate in collaborative activities with shared goals and intentions. The Cubenis corner themselves by making it an evolutionary pressure to eat rival clans and achieve higher sentience. I think so these guys are a hive mind, right? So I think that's actually kind of cool, because how mushrooms grow, or how a lot of mushrooms are, is it's a long, and you kind of think about a pop culture reference, The Last of Us. Yeah, The Last of Us. The Last of Us shows how the mushrooms have the mycelium that kind of goes across and is a wide overall bearing structure. That's kind of how mushrooms are. And so maybe all these different myceliums, these huge structures of mushrooms, they just started kind of eating each other, and then these are the ones that gain sentience, and so they're all kind of connected from being that same structure. I didn't give our leader a custom name, which makes me sad, because his name's just Keb. Hey Keb, thanks for being the ruler of psychosis. I chose psychosis because I was thinking psychedelic psychosis. I don't think it really makes sense now that I look at it more and more. I think it was kind of a bad name to choose for a planet. I chose Cap as the star name because mushroom cap. I could have chosen Stipe maybe, because that's more of a mushroom specific thing. I feel like Cap comes from the Latin for head, and that kind of fits since it's the empire capital and the head of the Cubenis culture and economy. Thank you, Wild. You are a godsend, man. That's actually true. Cap is this is our capital system right here. It's Cap, and this is our head. This is the head of the empire of the hive. So you know what? That's a really great point. And that's what I meant. I meant to do that, by the way. I meant to do that. He also argued that the presence of psychedelics in the early human diet drove the rapid reorganization of the brain's information processing capacities by catalyzing the emergence of self-reflective consciousness and language. These hypotheses about human origins have received little attention and thus still need to be examined further. Moreover, they require additional development so that they can be empirically tested. The aim of this paper is to contribute to this task by formulating an evolutionary model of the adaptive utilization of psychedelics that properly integrates current anthropological and neuropsychopharmacological knowledge. It is past half 1 in the morning, and I'm listening to a homemade TED Talk summarizing a paper from the 90s about how we essentially come from high apes. I feel extraordinarily equipped to understand what the Hindu mean by nirvana. Wild, you've stumbled upon, I feel like, something great. Actually, let's go with here, I got it.
Blocker cleared.
Blocker.
Construction complete.
Neuropsycho pharmacological. Hey, our first ever colonization will be called neuropsychopharmacological. All right, let's go colonize over here, and we'll go ahead and call this one 5HT2A. I think it's 5-HT2A. Okay, after a recent rainfall, colonists have noticed metallic puddles appearing on the surface of, oh gosh, neuropsychopharmacological. Why did I name it that? These puddles have a viscous consistency like liquid metal. Yeah, investigate them further. Alright, here we go. Wait, elementary deal later. What is this? A new element has been discovered. Okay, cool. This is the liquid metal stuff. So, and it's called neuropsychopharmacological. Oh my god. Okay.
Situation log updated.
Let's see what else we got. The spores have ears is the next part of this event. We have concerning reports coming from McKenna. Upon further examination, it seems like the alien fungus we found is emitting a signal to the location in the galaxy that we were unable to pinpoint so far. Telemetry and security analysis indicate that it is completely possible for the mycelium to be some kind of advanced spying organism. However, it is worth noting that the organism is old. There is a fair chance that whomever engineered these spying mushrooms is not around anymore. But if they are, it might be best not to poke this sleeping predator. Okay, so we are sentient mushrooms, and it was theorized that the beginning of our species came from cannibalism of ourselves or other mushrooms, and having the psilocybin increase our social plasticity and our hyper cooperation and becoming sentient. And now we're finding more sentient mushrooms. You know what would be cool? A Y2K seeing machine intelligence. So they're all machine intelligence in this game. Like usually I've been posting like the finals, and if you look back at my other content, I was posting Power World. I really like Power World though. And I could do like themed runs and Stellaris and stuff. So stay tuned for that, because obviously stay tuned for stream. All right, let's look at this phase of planet kind of thing. What's this? Our newly acquired planet Neol 3 in Neol system, which is the one we just built in, exhibits some incredible properties. Occluded by a strange envelope of what can only be described as psionic energy, Neol 3 possesses I don't know. Hitoto? No, that doesn't make. Oh god, that doesn't make any sense. Thought impossible. Number of superimposed quantum states per unit of space. Dude, okay, what? Every 3 months, the number of states reaches a critical level, and Neol 3 experiences a complete dimensional phase shift. Its particle fields rotating out of one dimension into another. This rotation phases a shrouded world from another dimension into ours, only to phase back a Gaia world at the end of the next period. If we wish to inhabit the glittering Gaia world, we will have to devise a method of preventing the Neol 3 from shifting back into a shrouded world every 3 months. So a Gaia world is really, really cool. I'm guessing it's shrouded right now because it's so. No, it's a Gaia world, but it only has 12 shots or 12 slots on it, so it's not even that good. But you know what? Let's just do the phase shift freeze. Let's try to figure that out, because that seems really cool. Seems Solar Ones with the side of scientific papers digest sounds like a killer meal. And I'm thinking I might do that. That might be my thing. Oh, the mysterious Labyrinth. Okay, this is a cool event. Our colonists in 5HE2A have made a startling discovery. Deep in a remote mountain range, they stumbled across a mysterious structure that, according to our scans, was not there when we first surveyed the planet. Its condition is excellent, almost as if it was newly built, but there is no evidence of a Cubenis involvement in its construction. In fact, its architecture shows alien characteristics with curves and angles that appear unusual, and even disturbing to our aesthetic sensibilities. As an entrance, there is a sign in our language, curiously, with the words, "Welcome to the magnificent labyrinth of exotic transdimensional anomalies. Enter your own risk." So now we've got SCP kind of popping off right now in Stellaris. We have anomalies. Secure, contain, protect. More like SCP. Shroom, contain, protect. Yeah, I like that. So what can we do with this weird, anomaly? We don't have time for this? That's cringe. No. We want to send a team to investigate. It will cost some energy to investigate it, but it's worth it. Explore the interior. Yes. Phase lock. Following 6 months of number crunching, theory busting, and heated debate, the LSD crew has devised a method by which the planet's particle fields can be locked into a nominal state, preventing the rotation between dimensions. A sufficiently tuned pulse of energy should freeze Neil 3 in one state, locking it into a stable form as a Gaia planet, or Gaia world. Okay, well, I guess that's Joel. What is this? Our communication link to the resource drones we sent into the labyrinth was cut off almost as soon as they entered. Bro, now it's like infinite IKEA type of business. Nothing was heard for several days as we waited anxiously. As time passed, we resigned ourselves to the loss of our people. Then, once all hope was lost, they re-emerged. However, this has only raised further questions. The resource drones claim to have no memory of their stay within the labyrinth, and their recordings of their expedition are horribly garbled. Furthermore, even though they were in the labyrinth for a matter of weeks, they seem to have aged several years. Ooh, continued perplexity. What is this audio, man? Oh my gosh. Both expeditions into the labyrinth have yielded varying, at times unnerving results. On one occasion, our resource drones were in for mere seconds and could give no answers to why they turned back so quickly. On another, they were gone for weeks but came back with year-long gaps in their memories. Some groups returned in a better physical state than they had left. Others bear fresh scars of serious injuries. Over time, the sign at the entrance has changed to "Enter your own risk," became "Danger of disembodiment," and finally warning, do not enter the labyrinth. If you do, the planet will explode. In a macabre touch, Cubenis faint residues adorn the walls through exactly where they came from is not apparent, since there have been no recent unexplained disappearances. You know what? I don't know. It is not clear what further study will bring. It's not clear what further study will bring, as our resource drones point out. We have no way to confirm or deny the warning stated on the sign. It is, however, becoming ever harder to find drones to enter the labyrinth. That's not good. What is this labyrinth, and why is it so not chill? Oh, here we go. This is the epitome of the labyrinth. It's called a departure. Contrary to its warnings, the labyrinth's disappearance did not destroy 5H2E2A. Instead, its departure was quite unremarkable. From one day to the next, it was simply gone. The message was left behind. We thank you for so kindly allowing us to study the beings of your dimension. It has proven most useful to our endeavors. Fortunately, you proved sufficiently fascinated to the Ministry of Extra-Dimensional Security for them to provide us funding for a smooth exit. As a token of our goodwill, we leave you a mirror space-time anomaly at the site of our laboratory. We hope it will prove diverting. We shall delve into its secrets. And so this gives us +1 space-time anomaly drone job per 25 pops on 5H2E2A. Okay. Well, while waiting for some stuff to happen, we're talking about how there could be a model for evolution and the effect of psychedelics in evolution. But they want to go ahead and continue, and they say we are definitely not proposing that psychedelics are the missing link in hominin evolution. We do propose that the dietary incorporation of psilocybin would have enhanced the survival and reproductive prospects of our ancestors through its incidental effects on adaptive stress coping and enhancement of socio-cognitive dynamics. Moreover, the integration of psilocybin into ancient diet, communal practice, and proto-religious activity could have sustained feedback loops in which increases in social cognition and symbolic behavior engendered by psychedelic use selected for yet further increases in such capacities by increasing the richness and complexity of the social and semiotic environment. Psychedelics thus may have helped hominins both create and respond to a socio-cognitive niche as hypothesized in figure 1. And so I'll go ahead and throw figure 1 up in the video, which if you're on stream right now, go check out the video. Also, if you're on the video, subscribe for the stream. This is a pretty freaking cool figure. It's, wow, the ingestion of psychedelic plants and mushrooms. And so this is kind of like literally in a nutshell, if you were to open up a nut, this is like what stoned ape theory is. It's showing how the ingestion of psychedelic plants led to selection pressures as well as enhanced performance in cognition, sociality, communication, and social learning. And those selection pressure, and those were all things that all selection pressures been able to do better with those things. So, and it eventually led to the socio-cognitive niche of being like super duper smart, but like pretty dang weak. Like if you look at like a badger, a human could lose to a badger. You know what I mean? Like humans are pretty weak. So, this was a really interesting stream. I'm gonna have to see how it works as a video, and I'll upload it no matter what, because it's like, you gotta experiment, see what works. It was an interesting stream. We'll see how it does as a video. We'll see what the feedback is like. You know what I mean? All I can say is thank you to everybody for coming by. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this does. Because if it does well, then I'll do more of it. Give a little sandwich here. Little sandwich. This sandwich is bomb. Yeah. Yeah, mushrooms though. What's up with that?